affection thoughts rushing through my mind. All I wanna do is touch you. Because the feelings that I feel so hard to fight. But I ain't trying to be.
Hey, happy motherfucking New Year. It is Spicy by Nature 2020 Tree Style. Hey, y'all, welcome back. We is in episode 11. Sooner or later, I'm not going to keep telling y'all about episode. Y'all just going to read. Y'all know how to read, so just read. You know what I'm saying? But it's your host, Tamia. Hey, y'all, a.k.a. Spicy. Thanks to the fans. That's what they call me. But tonight, my episodes be special. But this one is special to me. It's gonna be one for the books. I have a beautiful, beautiful co-host slash guest slash queen.
Yes.
Please introduce yourself.
Happy New Year, everybody, and blessings. Yes. Thank you for having me, my sister, Tamia. Yes.
So what's your name, queen?
Yes. So my name is Elena Snell Broach.
Okay, for government day.
Hailing from Trenton. Yes.
Okay. TTO.
Born and raised.
Okay.
All right.
So you're from the town for real. Okay.
Yes, I'm from the town. Yes.
Okay, Lena.
So yes, I'm just happy to be here. When she asked me to come on, I was like, yes, because I've been watching her shows. Y'all, these episodes have been fire. All right.
Listen to
Okay.
her. Okay. Yes.
So yes, I'm excited to be here with you and just to be here with y'all and let's, talk about it.
Yes.
Let's talk about, because, you be keeping that real content. Y'all know she keeps it real up in here. So
I be trying.
I was like getting prepared, like, all right, y'all who know me out there, y'all about to get to know me real well.
Real well. Because I got some questions for Elena.
But I'm here for it. So, yes, let's get into it.
I'm happy that you're here, though. I really am. And y'all know me. I don't really ask people to come on my podcast. I try to bring people who want to be in my space. But Sister Lena here, I could not miss the opportunity for her to be here because little do y'all know, okay, I ain't wrapped too tight. She is my sister and all, but she is also my therapist and my life coach. Yes, I got one of them. You need one of them.
We all need one of them.
Okay, all of us.
We all need a life coach.
Make sure you reach out to Lena. She ain't that expensive. She getting your little pockets, but she worth all your coins, okay?
Thank you, sis. Thank you.
No problem.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I don't even know where to start with you. Like, okay. Let's try to stay on task.
Yes, okay, all right.
All right, so we definitely going to start off with Elena and all the hats that you wear. You wear a lot of hats. You know, you do a lot of things. You got a lot going on, positive things. We positive vibes only over here. And just the ray of sunshine that you just bring to the room.
Oh, thank you.
It's just amazing.
That's what I'm talking about with her. That's what I'm talking about. So, yes, thank you.
Give us some, background on the hats that you wear today.
Yes. So, I am the founder and creator of Ahava Birth and Beyond, which is a for-profit. Within that, I focus on natural remedies or natural modalities to help people recover in their life. But the birthing part is also because I am a traditional home birth midwife. So I have been doing that now for over 8 years, but I've been a spiritual coach and, spiritual counselor now going on 20-something years. And, so one of my hats is being a social worker. I have my license for doing clinical social work and therapy. Another hat is is doing
she got 'em all.
The spiritual modalities of working within Tai Chi, doing yoga, doing touch healing, the healing power of touch, Reiki, all of that within the energy. That's where I pretty much reside. And as I said, birthing babies. So y'all know anything kind of about reproduction, talking about sexual health, talking about our wombs, and just, life. That is my zhuzh. Like in recovery, I'm always trying to help people within our, which about chakras. You know about chakras.
I do.
Right?
Yes.
So I try to help people find themselves and balance you out within your chakras, So
Yes.
that's where we start anyway. And then my other hat is that I'm a mama.
Yes, the biggest one. The biggest one.
The
Woo!
main one, yes. I'm a mama of 4, a single mama of 4.
Yes.
So.
Which you just became a single mom, so we definitely gonna get into that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the yeah. Like, I guess. Like, that ain't what I'm here for, but y'all know Spicy got to get up in there.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So back to one of your hats, with the chakra, We talk about it all the time in our sessions, but 2023, just it's nothing too major, but I'm definitely gonna work on my throat chakra a little bit more. I've been playing around, but that's definitely one that I'm gonna work on more and try to, just speak up for myself and be the voice that I, already been without even knowing, but I just gotta believe it. So yeah, that's gonna be definitely one of my goals. That is one of my goals.
I mean, and that falls right in line and that's why I said I'm just blessed and thankful to be on here to kick off for the new year, y'all.
Yes,
Because I think we all could say that we either done our vision board or we wrote our goals out, for what we wanted this new year to look like, So, but many start with trying to do that, but then they don't understand what their blockages are to begin with. Like, we can all say what we want to, have, but then how do we do that? How do we then manifest this to birth and happen? And I mean, birthing, we have a perception of birthing too, where we don't look at the process and we just want everything quick. But it's not like that, So I appreciate you checking in to know yourself and to say, okay, I need to start with my throat chakra because I have a lot to say. But the throat chakra, it's also about telling your truth. It's also about authenticity and telling your story. So,
that's a little different for me. Woo, that's why I be struggling. But it's getting better though. I feel like it's definitely getting better because of this platform that I created. So I thank you for that, Lena.
You're so welcome.
Yes,
You're so welcome. I love you.
She's definitely part of this journey with me. Like, this journey will never end. It just, it's always something that I'm going to be working on as a human being, as a mom, as a business, owner, just everything. So right now, that's one of my tops besides the mom life. Y'all hear about that all the time, but that throat chakra ain't no joke. Y'all think it's easy being here. I be in here nervous. I be scared. I be, back of my mind. I be thinking negative thoughts and just, I be trying to get that out of my head. And I'm getting so much better at that, but put one foot in front of the other. Like I tell y'all, one foot in front of the other.
Well, I can't tell. She talking all this, right, y'all? But yes, she's very natural up here, and so I can't tell. So you're doing an awesome job, sis. I'm so proud of you. I really am. This is her baby, but let me tell you, her baby blesses all of us. So I'm really happy for you and proud.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Don't make me cry.
Yes.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, woo. So with all the hats that you do have, outside of motherhood, what is one that you really like dug deep into where you feel like that's really your calling? It's like not your favorite, but just one that you feel like it's just naturally, that's what you're here to do.
Yes. So I have been, like I said, on the spiritual healer journey now, like I said, for over 20 years. And I'm a third generation healer in my family. So that's very strong with me, to make sure that you know your roots, or you know where you come from, So for me, my family hails from the South, from Georgia, from a place called Snellville, and that it really exists. And that's where my roots are from. And we are strong Cherokee as well as Blackfoot, indigenous grounds. So my greats were all, healers and practitioners. So it just continued on with me. And so I'm definitely into herbal healing. And when we're talking about wanting to understand sickness or diseases, I will go straight to the spiritual aspects of things first before I'll do the surface. So Western medicine looks at the ailments and it'll treat the surface level of the ailment. Whereas for me, my understanding is we need to go deeper and go to the root. So things are spiritual. So I've been on this journey teaching and healing and living this way. This is my lifestyle. So I feel like today God has me in a place, especially because of where I came from, which we'll get into, but in the area of addiction, addiction and recovery. So right now he's merged me in a sense to really help those who are in addiction. And now, addiction, addiction is a gamut. Okay. Yeah. So, it can range anywhere from alcohol to drugs, to food, to shopping, to gambling, to pornography, to sex. It's like anything can be an addiction that's done in compulsion and where you don't have control over it. So that's something that has affected me over the years and has destroyed my family, and is where my healing began some years ago. But now I'm out here working with families who are expecting, where you're struggling with addiction, but you're expecting a baby, families, period, where you maybe are the loved one who's supporting a spouse or a family member, brother or sister, where you're their support. And how do you do that? How do you support them while not losing yourself? Right. So all of that, to me, it comes down to recovery, and it can be that you're going through this and you've lost yourself or whatever your path is, and you just need to come home. You need to come back to yourself. That's what my journey or my work is all about. With using the 20 years plus of all the knowledge, wisdom, and education, that I have. So it's now at the point of time to pour out. It's just time to pour out. So that's what I do. I'm the life coach. But I see recovery. Recovery could be in anything. Wellness could be in anything. Meaning, it could be that your New Year's resolution, which we all say, is I wanna help some of this cake get down. Please. And there nothing going on with this cake. If that is it, then your recovery process then would involve, of course, looking at first your mindset. Because how do you look at yourself? Do you even say, and when you stand in the mirror, tell yourself you're beautiful already now? Because if you're not, that's where we got to start. Right. First and foremost, And then say if it's your finances. Okay, well, do you have a relationship with your money?
My money be talking to me like, spend me, bitch. Spend me. Fuck these bills. Spend me. I be like, no, daddy, I need to live here.
See, but that's the truth. But that's what it's about.
and then I go put in the money where I'm crying all the way to the place like,
they gonna put your ass out. Shoes. And they gonna put your ass out, right? No, yes. So being honest, but it's all about relationship, okay? And we just take that for granted, But even with, if it's your diet or you wanna make change, it's how is your relationship with it? And the same way of how we relate to each other. You know, when you introduced me, you brought me on to talk about how special, you know, bringing people in is for you. Like, this is your baby. So to have people on, it's very special for you because you have a sacredness to this. Like, this is sacred, you know? So it's a relationship that is really internal for you. You know, so it's the same way with our goals. Like, how many of y'all, when y'all wrote these goals down on the paper, was like really into it? Like, okay, how do I even relate to these things?
Right.
You know,
you're like digging really deep into what you're saying, not just writing it down because that's what everybody else in the world is doing
every year.
We do.
This year
is definitely different for me. Like, I wrote it down and I was like I even did a manifestation course. It was like an hour and a half long, you know, and we was like writing down 3 business things that we manifested and 3 personal things that we manifested. And even though it's early in the year, you know, I've been doing this probably since like November that I've been more into it. So it came naturally being 2023. Like, for me, it was like another day and just another day to go get it, another day to make a change, another day to be different, another day to do something different, and then stick to my word on paper. Like, what did I write down on this paper? Okay, I wrote it down. We ain't looking at it 3 months later like, well, why I ain't lose them 10 pounds, or why my hair not long enough, or why didn't I go on this trip? You know what I'm saying? Like, now it's time to put that into work, into action. So I'm definitely been really, really on that lately, and I'm so proud of myself.
Yes, congratulations. Yes. Nice.
You know, she has a lot to do with it. She don't even be knowing.
Whatever. You know? When I say coach, that is not. I am just giving the reflection back to you, honestly, because you're doing the work. You know,
sometimes you be needing that. You know, like, a lot of people, we don't open up to other people, especially friends, because we was friends first. So especially friends, you know, we get a little nervous and we take a step back. Like, we call people our friends, but knowing their problems, you know, you don't want to bring your problems on them. You know, they got their own stuff going on, or you feel like you're going to be judged in a way, or, you know, like something is going to happen.
You know, that's not a real friendship.
Some people call them friends. And don't even be knowing, but I thank God I'm not there no more. Okay? I thank the Lord. I got a very, very beautiful circle.
Yes, you
very
have been
beautiful
released. Circle. No, that's not friendship. It should definitely be a space of no judgment and acceptance, but a space of compassion.
Right.
You know, a space of love, unconditional love.
And being okay with your friend telling you the truth.
Yes, honesty.
Ooh, Elena, do not mind telling me about myself. Now, anybody out there who know me, accountability was very light about a year ago, okay? It wasn't me. I ain't do it. Them people is their fault. They just don't fuck with me, Elena. It's them. It is not me. And Elena be like, Mia, is it really them? Did you not just hear yourself what you did? Let's talk about you. And I'm like, man, girl, no. Why would we want to talk about me? Like, why would we want to do that? Why would I want to blame myself? But she is, working wonders. You understand me? If y'all want to know what's behind me, would be helping me even when I don't pick up the phone and call her, or we just go days without talking because we just be busy with everything going on. She be in my brain cells. Okay.
Well, that's good. That's
and I
good.
love it.
See?
I love it.
That's where we want to be. The mind.
Yes.
It's
it's good accountability, because even though I hear you, like, she yell at you softly, and that's like the worst yelling, because then she'll give you that look like, did you really? Did you really? And I be like, damn, she don't gotta talk to me like that, you know.
I'm nice with it. But hey, that's my job. Like, you know.
Yeah, but you do it so naturally. It's, to me, it's not your job. Like, I see it in, you know, just not just me, like your growth and, you know, with everything you've been through. I just see the light. You don't even understand. When you walked in here, girl, it was the light. I was like, Elena, girl, look at all this beauty. Just look at you.
Thank you. Thank you.
But we gotta stop all this praising, child.
Yes.
All this extra praise. But we're gonna get deep a little bit real quick.
Yes, let's
You
get
know.
deep. Let's go there.
We're going deep. We're gonna get deep.
Okay.
So Miss Helena, was married one point in time,
Mm-hmm.
and you are no longer married. You are officially divorced, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
And in your marriage, you talked about that disease of alcoholism that actually destroyed your family. Can you give us a background on that? Like, how did that destroy your family? For those, just talk to our people, for those that, don't understand that it is destroying their family, and thinking it's okay if they want another drink. It's okay if, they just take a sip today, and that sip turn into a bottle every hour, and next thing you know, we losing houses and we losing cars and our kids is crying and, we losing these things we work so hard for. And we just in denial and, we stay because sometimes we just don't know what to do. But,
Right.
Enough is enough. Elena had enough, things happen. God put certain things in her path and her way so she can see the beautiful light for her and her children. And now, she's no longer dealing with that. And this is why y'all see this beautiful shine on her. But her journey alone, we want to know, like, how was that for you and your kids and, your ex-husband? Like, how through your eyes, how was that?
Well, we're talking about, okay, so I was married for 10 years, but knew this person for at least 15, almost 20 years. That's first of all. And so I really wanted my marriage and was there to really work. I really loved this person. So when we first got together, alcohol or recreational type of activities was just fun. And it wasn't any signs at first, but then as the marriage went further and as it came to now we had a family, we started having more children. So we had a son, and then when we got married, we then had our daughter. Just living, and it can be hard, obviously, on a new couple when you first get married, just trying to find your way. But there were certain signs that had to deal with functionality or just daily living. It was a struggle. And when failure happens in this way, especially for men, because, for a man, to be able to provide for his family, to be able to be strong, to be able to, to really fulfill these types of roles. And then when you're coming up against, especially for our Black men, already it's like stacked up against them as it is. So what I started seeing was alcohol was taking place on the weekends, would be consumed. And it was just a thing for fun, like I said. And it starts out that way. But then it just goes from there, where each year it became increasingly more, or it became to the point where emotions were, handled through alcohol. Or when alcohol was consumed, then that's when the real emotions were coming out. So obviously what I did not know, first and foremost, was that my ex-husband had already had a predisposition from his college years, or from high school, as a matter of fact, on to college. He was already dealing with alcoholism as an addiction, and I didn't know. I did hear plenty of stories of partying in college and, him just being the man, he was the man at a party, and he was so charismatic and everybody enjoyed him. But nobody was looking at his lifestyle as far as that is concerned. So obviously, it came on into our marriage. And each year, like I said, it would get worse. And we were in denial, and finally, like, when it started getting to affect myself and the kids, then that's when I got myself into Al-Anon, because that's where I started losing me. It seemed like it was a nightmare. It's kind of like a cycle. So we would go through this thing of where, okay, we'd argue about livelihood, about finances, we'd argue about, him being able to produce or manifest. And, then we'd end up having a breakup, but we were married. So a breakup when you're married is like, we just not talking.
Right.
There's silence in the house. Like, you go in your room, I'm in my room, or we just focusing on the kids and we're not talking. That's a breakup in marriage world, So we were doing that for a little, and then it would be like, just kind of like death started happening, where I found that I was trapped. I found like, because he was in denial, and at that point I knew something was wrong, but I didn't know what it was. Then from Al-Anon I learned certain tools, and I have to say, I'm glad that there's been a new movement of a shift when it comes to addictions and when it comes to labels and terms. So back then, I'm talking about now at least 8 or 9 years ago, when I was there in Al-Anon, automatically it was like, oh, you're a codependent. Because you're married to an alcoholic, then you're automatically a codependent, and you're just enabling him. Oh, wow. So not only am I now like, all right, I don't know what's happening. There's dysfunction in my home. My husband and I are not getting along, and he's drinking on weekends. And then when I'm trying to tell family or trying to let people know, I'm looked at as something's wrong with me, because no, it can't be him. Like, that's not what he's doing. That's not his behavior, because he's who he is. You know what I mean? So when I'm now in Al-Anon, I get hit with well, this is what's wrong with you. Okay. Your boundaries are screwed up. You're codependent, so that means you're depending on him. You have your own sickness. So it was like, dang, I just felt now ashamed, So I went through that for a little bit, and then I left, because that's not what God was saying to me. I definitely can say that I was enabling, because I would buy the beer or I would buy the alcohol on the weekends, or I would agree to it when he'd want to do that, And mind you, we're also in the church. We were also members and community of the church world. So it was kind of like, you have to present yourself a certain way. And for me, I was almost essentially like a pastor's wife. I was like a first lady. So, what you keep in the house is like,
right, yeah.
What
it
goes on
there.
in the house stays in the house.
Bring it
that
outside.
is just the biggest,
dumbest,
just most toxic thing that you pass on to your children or you keep in your house, because what's covered is just allowed to manifest and, cause harm and destruction. So nonetheless, that pretty much was how it started. But I did try to get myself help, but that just wasn't the place for me, because the message that I was hearing while I'm at home, going through craziness. And when I say craziness, I mean, when I say there's addictions, there's all kinds. So mine had to deal with illegal type activities. It had to deal with relations out of our marriage type addictions. It had to deal with the substance of alcohol as addiction. It had to do with a no work, no type of, because it was the isms. You know what they call those?
What they call the isms. She renamed the shit. What they call the isms.
It's when you're even dry, okay? When you're even dry and you still have the effects that alcoholism or the drug usage for your daily living. So whereas some of us, our thing is, yeah, we could go to work, we could get up, we could go to work, and we could function. For some, because of the effects of alcoholism upon their brain or their countenance or their being,
It's like they still drunk.
yes.
Oh wow.
And so they're not able to get a job, or they don't keep a job, or it's just other things, even just care for themselves, to keep themselves up. Depression is a part of it. So it's so many things, so many different levels, or I should say, levels to it.
So what was that big boom to be like, now it's really time for me to get out?
It was definitely when, oh man, I'd have to say it was when in 2019. So I saw the depths. In 2014, he came out to me to let me know he'd been having an affair with a sister, a fellow sister in church, who is married also. So that was the kicker, but I was willing to stay.
So wait a minute, back it up real quick. So they was in church.
Yes.
A sister at church that was married already.
Yes.
Was sleeping with your husband.
Yes. This is correct. Yes.
Continue.
Yes.
Okay. All right, sister.
And which it does happen, let it be. The church.
And people be in denial that it don't be
does
happening.
happen.
It happens.
Yes.
Okay? Sister Lena here to tell you it happened to her. Okay? Y'all church folks should be ashamed.
It's everybody. Hey, it can happen. It can happen to everybody. But yes. So when he let me know, at the time, we were pregnant.
Oh.
Yes. I was 3 weeks due to give birth. And this is when they decided to tell me.
Oh, okay. Did you have a baby early?
No, I had him right on time. But see, it's almost like God knew, let her be pregnant and let her be at this time when I tell her, because if not, you know what I mean? I don't know.
What would have happened?
No, I don't know what would have happened. So, yes. But nonetheless, yes, we got through that experience through going right on into counseling. But I'm just saying that all to say that these were some of the remnants or the signs of this disease. It was like, it's not just where they're lying to themselves. It was lying. It was hiding. And I mean, this isn't just talking about infidelities. This is also simple things like lying on our bills or hiding things. And so I never knew when he was telling me the truth, or I never knew per se if there was going to be an illegal ramification happening because of his choices, And so some of that was about the lifestyle that he had before coming into the marriage. But I'm just saying this to say I'm not, and I want y'all to know, like, I'm not putting my ex-husband down or trying to bring light on like his ways. I'm trying to share with you the different signs or different experiences that come about from this, just the craziness of it, and you in the midst you do contribute, to the disease. If you're not the one that's doing the using, you contribute because you cover it up. Like in our case, like I said, we were in the church community, in the church face. And, my whole thing is wanting to be the good wife was, I wanted to make sure that we were looking okay when we were going out, but that was my bad. It was also my bad to fix it. I kept wanting to fix things, or I kept wanting to keep it up for him. And I enabled him in that way, until I finally said,
fixing it anyway, so I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing.
Yeah,
because my wife gonna be right here anyway. She ain't going nowhere.
Right. Or, he just I was a spoiler to do that, so, but I learned, and then I said no. I started learning the word no, and started.
That's a strong word. That's a strong word. You understand me? It's easy to say yes. But it's harder to say no, and people don't understand that. Y'all need to understand that. Okay.
Yes. So, yeah, that was what happened with that. But I since moved on. I did try to work it out with him. Like I said, I did want my marriage and everything, but it got to the point where we lost our house. So we were homeless. We had to move in with my mother, thank God. And I said me and the 4 children. And I had to start all over. So I continued getting help to help me get strength. But I also continued to, put that olive branch out there to say, you can come back to us by doing these things. If you continue to get treatment, you have your goals, follow through. Because, children need their father. Children need that other parent, but you have to be healthy, healthy in your activities, healthy in mind and everything. And if it's not, I swear to you, it is the hardest thing I had to do to have our children not be around him at times. But that's what's most important, So it was my own sanity and my own needing to become healthy, and then my children. Because they were suffering, and I think like that was my rock bottom, was when I saw that, wait a minute, my children are seeing me accept this stuff, and my children are living under our means. Like we were living kind of like paupers in some kind of way, and I couldn't see it until I got out of it to see and to see what I was doing, and what I was perpetuating. But yeah, I made the decision that was it. And it was not an easy decision, but it was what was best and, for the healthiest of all of us.
Yes. And look at you. Look at you. You made the best decision. We met around that time. That's crazy. We met around that time before you got your house.
Yes.
And, you couldn't tell me you was going through all of that at that time. You couldn't tell me that, like you could see it was hurt and it was pain. But by the way, y'all, we met on a spiritual retreat, what was it, like 8 of us?
Yes, it was about 9.
Yeah, like
yeah,
9 or
like
10 of
9
us.
or 10. Yes.
Strangers. We've never met each other before, okay? And we just clicked. Elena was definitely one of the ones I just clicked with, besides my crazy twin. Hey, Danae! And thanks to Coach Mo.
Yes.
For bringing us together.
It was because of her.
10
Agape healing. Yes.
Queens. Yes. Go get your yoga on. Go get your yoga
healing.
On. Go get your yoga on. She go flex you, I'm trying to tell you. Make you do things you ain't know how to do. But yes, all of us was hurting. All of us was going through a lot. And she brought us to this, circle of women, and it was our choice to continue outside of that. And as y'all can see, Elena ain't go nowhere. She can't go nowhere. She can't go nowhere. Okay? She's stuck for life with me.
Yes.
Yes. And I don't even know words. Like, there's no words. You're going to make me cry, girl. There's no words. I really meant that when I said, like, you just a ray of sunshine coming in here, from just seeing that growth with you and, trying hard, calling me like, Mia, I can't do this shit. This school, like, I gotta get these kids. How did you do this, Mia? And then when I was in school, she come, Mia, you got this. And I'm yelling at her like, I don't want to do this no more. I can't do this shit. Like, like we are each other, backbone.
Yes,
Seriously.
we're the tribe. We are each other's tribe. Yes.
I am just blessed. I am so happy. And I just praise you in so many ways, Elena. Like, in so many ways. So
I love you, Mia. She gonna make me cry.
I just really want you to continue on to help people, because you really, really help me. You do every day. And I just love you for that. Okay?
I love you too.
I love you.
Oh, bring it in.
I love you more.
Love you.
Yes, y'all don't even understand. Y'all need to get with her, okay? But let me tell y'all something, right? I'm gonna get my titties moving the table, shaking the table, baby. I'm sorry. But you know, woo, make my lashes come on. So now we're gonna get to the spicy stuff, y'all.
Oh,
You know,
Lord.
now we done saved somebody.
But yeah, on that note, just to say, if you are like in my shoes where you were the loved one, and you are supporting a family member or a spouse that is going through, this thing is about compassion and not judgment. Like we say, it is a disease. It is a compulsion. And like I said, it could be anything, but you have to find the community that, can relate to you. So there's plenty of groups out here. Like I said, mine, I started with Al-Anon, but now there's Recovery of America. There's like so many different organizations. I, for one, have recently partnered with RIE, which is Recovery is Essential here in Trenton, with Miss Stephanie Register. And we are working together to do some great things. There's a hub of us, actually. And so there are places and community places that you can come to for support that can help you through the different, stages. And then if you are someone who's struggling with addiction, the first step is just acceptance. Or the first step is just surrendering to say, I have a problem, and being willing to reach out. It could be a family member you trust, but just to reach out and just to say, I know something is not right, and I'm tired of going through this cycle. This it's like a horrible dream, and I mean, for some, it's like really defeating, and some may even feel hopeless, but there is hope. There's definitely hope, and there's definitely a way out, but you have to be willing to stop continuing to go through the same cycles, and be willing, no matter, what it looks like, who cares, to get better and to be well for your family, your kids. Who cares? Like, I wish it turned out differently for me, but that wasn't our story. You know what I mean? But if you have an opportunity, to save your family or to keep your family together, do it. Go get treatment, and if you're the one, like I said, who's the family member, you got to stop that shit. Like stop feeding it. You got to be strong enough to say no. And if you got kids, you have to think of your kids. You have to think of them, because you're basically, and that that alcoholism and these things can be hereditary. Right. So you have to teach your kids now that it can be in your bloodline and what that really means, and teach them about wellness, and teach them about boundaries and like healthy relationships and how it should go, because some of our teens are also struggling with these addictions from peers, which is also how you get exposed. But as parents, we have to educate them, and we also have to know, like I said, what's in your family genes, what can be passed on, and be wanting to do something about it. So,
and that is definitely in my family. But I just pray for them.
Yes.
And we just, one person at a time make a change, because alcoholism and in my family is a thing. And, hearing you talk about it, it just, I know it's going to touch somebody, those that are going to be able, to watch and is going to watch. And you're going to sit there, and even if you're watching it with somebody else, you in denial, like, that ain't me. When you get by yourself, you're going to be thinking about what she said, because this shit is real. Put that drink down, okay?
Yes.
Put it down. It is not going to save you tomorrow. It's just a moment thing. The problems is still there. Put the fucking drink down. You understand me? Put it down, okay? But this ain't about me. So, yeah, divorce life, you know. So me being as crazy as I am, you know, y'all know crazy. Elena was coming out of her shell. Whoo, child. So we're going to just talk about a little bit like that hot, spicy Elena. Ooh, Elena spicy, y'all. Elena can be spicy. So this shell that you was coming out of when you was going away from your husband, you know, how was that? Because if I'm not mistaken, was it one time you was like climbing up the wall? Somebody had you climbing up a wall or something?
Oh, yes.
You remember that story?
Yes. So, okay, let me give y'all some quick
Jesus.
backdrop though. Okay, so like, okay, when my divorce happened, or actually even leading up to my divorce, we were separated. So, I stayed to myself for 2 years because I had to heal, number one, but then number two, just working through it. So I was celibate and was just to myself.
Wait, like the whole 2 years?
the whole 2
See, I didn't know
years.
that.
Yes.
That's why, you know, the wildness, it makes sense now. It makes sense why you was climbing out the wall like a spider. It makes a lot of sense.
Okay. Yes. Like,
oh my goodness.
I mean, after being with the same person for so many years, and like I said, I was loyal. I was like so devoted to that. And I loved our relationship like that. You know what I mean? So to now even think of sharing myself with somebody else, I had to mentally clear that. And the thing is, I had my younger years of where, you know, running to another to just have sex kind of thing. I knew that wasn't me. You know, that is somewhat what people do. Like when, you have these types of traumatic experiences, you like, let me just sleep with somebody real quick, or let me just have a whole bunch of activity going on. But then you don't heal. You know what I mean? And then you call yourself wanting another relationship, but then you didn't heal from the other one, and now you bringing that on into this. So I said, nah, I'm good. I know what not to do. Definitely in my relationship with God, and showing me like, no, you stick close to me.
So when God let you look outside, when He let you outside, let's talk about it. Talk about it. Okay? Because even on my edible days, okay. Which they still days, they still here. Elena would call me and she would describe these men as pictures. That's how I would know who they were. Because she'd be like, Mia, this is the one with the big dick. This is the one with the mole. This is the one that had me tied up, you know. And then this one, Mia. I'll be like, what happened? What he do? What about that one that wanted to be like, I don't know if it was you that was, no, he was the submissive one.
Yes.
Where he wanted you. Yeah.
Yes. I became madam. Yes.
Yes.
I learned. Yes. So again, let me give you a quick backdrop because there's no context here. So basically, a part of healing, and I even say this to, you know, anybody I'm working with, pleasure and really knowing yourself sexually. I mean, the type of relationship I was in, granted, as a wife, that was that. But when I got out, I started to find, and the question is, what do you like? You know, I was a new person now, single out here. Like I said, I waited the 2 years, and then it was like, I want to get back out here. So I got on a dating app, y'all. Let me tell you,
it was real.
I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. Okay.
Right. Everybody was right. She swiped left maybe one time. Everybody was right.
Y'all know. Some of y'all even know what I'm talking about. I got on this app and immediately I had 250 hits. and it was like crazy. Like it was, and y'all know it. That can be addicting too. So I ain't even gonna tell you. I went wild. I definitely went wild. And I said to them, I was like, y'all, I said, please pray for me. Please pray for me. Cause I don't know who I am right now.
I was sharing her own.
I just gotta go through this. And they let me. You know, they let me, and I was like, I knew I was going to come back, but it's kind of like a process that I had to go through, and I'm thankful that I did. So yes, I swung all the way to the right.
All the way to the right. It was swinging to the right. And she did not fuck with you if you wasn't swinging to the right.
And yes, when I would get up in the mornings, there wasn't like a text to be like a greeting. Y'all know good and well my text or my greeting was a picture of a big dick in my face, and it was like and I was like, yo. So nonetheless, okay, let's keeping it calm. I swung all the way back to the other side, and I got balance. Okay,
she's balanced now. Okay,
yes,
let's put that out there. She's very balanced, as y'all can see. But that process was serious. Okay, Elena's trying to be modest right now, but y'all know me. This is Spicy by Nature. I got to fill y'all in. Okay, this girl was experiencing things, and me personally, because everybody else, she would tell them, but I was the one she would really call. And we would even sit at the dinner table, and everybody be at the dinner table. She'd be like, Mia, I gotta tell you something. I gotta tell you about this new one I got, girl. You gotta tell me what to do. I'm trying to be like you. I'm like, I'm trying to be like you. Ain't shit going on in my house. Like, what? How can I get what you got going on? Like, this is crazy.
Yes. So,
but nonetheless, it was a fun roller coaster, because I felt like it was me, y'all. I was enjoying it for her, like in the most spiritual way ever. But
yes,
I like that, she went through that phase, she got out of that phase, and didn't let that phase, define who she was. Like, it wasn't look in the mirror like, oh my God, I'm a hoe. Oh my God, I'm this person. Oh my God, I'm just terrible.
Wait though, because I'ma really say it. Listen.
Everybody has a whole phase.
Hold on. Exactly.
But everybody has a whole phase. Don't put yourself down.
No, own it. All right.
Don't put yourself down. You went out hoe. It's okay.
I was whole
men hoes every day.
Hey, okay. I learned myself. I got to value. I got to actually even find the sacredness of sex and pleasure and everything else. And I think, that's a part of it, is like when we in religiosity, not spirituality, but religiosity brings shame. That's that push. And I do believe in the word. I do believe in the word of God in that. I am a believer, but I also know that my God was with me when I was in that phase. Like, there is no judgment in that. And I needed to go through that to learn who I am now. And I'm actually more fulfilled, and happier. And I teach others too to go through this phase and to find themselves, So,
with protection. Okay? With protection. We use protection around her.
With protection, definitely. Safe. But it was all in that. All in
she
the
said safe.
All in the
BDSM. That life was
all in the BDSM.
It was crazy.
Yes.
But talk about spicy things. You know what I'm saying? Woo. What we looking at? You good? Because, child. All right. So, quick backstory. Okay, because Elena, like I said, Elena be with me. She my real PP. Okay, so I decided to bring this beautiful picture here today. That I'm not an artist. Okay, you got something to say? Tell it to your daddy. Okay, because he was with me when I painted it naked. Okay,
I like that. Free, yes, free painting. That's art.
This is free.
That's art.
This is art. Okay. So I drew this when I first started eating edibles. And this right here, this beautiful heart, is just, my heart was very broken, and I felt like I needed to be, of course, fearless. And I got into drinking wine a little bit more. So this is my wine glass. As y'all can see, my favorite color is pink, if you can't tell. And these are my cookies. I like brownies more, but these are my edible cookies. But then here is just my big heart and knowing that, this broken heart is, of course, small because it doesn't say broken forever. I'm a queen. I stand on it with my drink and my edibles at all times. So with that being said, right, in this journey of this picture, okay, there is some edible stories out there. Woo. I tried to get Elena to take like a little piece or something, but she said I'm too crazy on them, so she gotta like chill out. So we have this one story that we laugh about all the time. Okay, now anybody who knows me, of course, y'all have a lot of stories out there about me and edibles. You need to mind your fucking business, okay? Because I do what I want when I want it done. Oh, but y'all know I'm a little life of the party from time to time. But it was this one time on our retreat.
Y'all, no, she taking the building up. Let me tell you, I didn't know we were going downstairs to get some ice cream.
I really wanted some.
We going on the elevator. Now, I did not know she was the edible queen. And I did not know. So I'm like, yeah, let's go get some ice cream together and we'll talk about it on the end.
Because Coach Mo said only take a piece. But I took more than a piece of the edible before we went and got this ice cream. So when we went down and got the ice cream.
No. Even in the elevator going down, she was holding up the wall, y'all. Okay. And I didn't know. I wasn't thinking about it then. Like, yeah. And she was laughing, but I was like, yeah. So we down there.
No, wait. When we was on the elevator.
Yes.
The men kept like coming, like they was about to get on the elevator. I was welcoming them like, hey, how you doing with your fine ass?
Y'all, they were 60 to 70 years old, y'all.
They could have been my sugar daddy. You don't know. We was up in the mountains. Okay. They was looking for some thick caramel loving. Okay. But when we got downstairs, what happened, Elena? What happened?
So we order the stuff. We sitting down at the table, and I'm talking to her, and I'm noticing like, yo, why is she looking up in the air? Looking up in the air, and I'm like, Mia, and she's like, oh, this ice cream, and I'm just like, are you okay? You all right? So I said, know what? We need to get back to the room. Oh, that was the worst decision, but we needed to because she was zoning out. So we try to go ahead and get up, and we start walking, and this one talking about the floor. Because she was trying to take steps, and obviously the floor was moving at this point.
I was on a ride.
Oh, my gosh.
And then we tried to go up the steps. The steps was moving.
No.
The steps was moving.
No, y'all.
Elena, I felt like I was never at the top. Like,
yes, that's what I mean. She
Top.
kept going like this on the same step, y'all. That's what was happening. So mind you, I being the best good friend, I did. I safely got us back on that elevator.
Yes.
Meanwhile, she started getting hot in the elevator and now needed to,
unbuckle my pants.
Yeah.
My shirt was half off. It was hot. Okay.
So look,
it was hot.
We needless to say made it back into the room, but at that point going forward, I know the rules. If Mia has any edibles, we ain't going nowhere. It's a done deal. You got it? That's the rule with you.
Remember that time we was in the hotel and you was trying to show me that man? He was so ugly.
He wasn't ugly. He just wasn't.
He looked like ugly ass crispy Medusa. I was like, Elena, you better not swipe right. You better not swipe right.
He was just a little.
And I was high at the same time. The name was like, Mia, you okay? She's like, I think she had a little bit more than edible. Mo, what you give me, yo? Yeah, I was high as hell. Can I say that on the tube? Can I say that?
Yes, you were. Yes, it was.
Ooh, edibles is
So-
a friend, child. I'm trying to tell y'all, but
Oh my goodness.
I got
y'all.
stories for days, y'all. But we're gonna get into them little by little as the show goes on. Cause woo! All right. So now we're about to do our spicy jar. No,
Yes,
let's
this
have
is
our ends in fun. Cause woo woo. Now I think I did really good with these. I tried to mix them up with like a little bit of serious questions and a little bit of spice. I was trying to be nice and polite. You know, a little sage.
Y'all, she about to set me up. Like I said, y'all gonna get to know me real well right now, okay?
I don't think I asked nothing too crazy in here. I don't think I. But you know, you watch. See, she watches my show, so she already knows.
I already know. I'm about to get. Okay, what we have going on here?
I don't know.
It says, "What turns you on about a man?" Woo. Okay. Well, for me, he has to make love to my mind. Like, he got to get in my mind first. Like, for me, I'm up for a good mind fuck. Like, give me a good mind orgasm. So that means he has to be intelligent, knowledgeable, spiritual. Yeah, that turns me on right there. And then especially, obviously, how he keeps himself.
Right.
You know, like I love a groomed brother. Definitely.
Okay.
Yes.
You
But
hear her.
he got to know how to talk to me now. He got to.
I'll talk to you
gotta-
extra.
Yes. Sapiosexual. Yes. Okay. Sapio.
See, that was
I'm a
easy.
lot of sexuals, though.
See, that's a problem.
Okay. Have one of your friends ever fucked your ex-husband? Okay, we already answered
know.
that. I don't know why that's up in here. Hello, y'all. On that note, okay. I'm still healing.
She want to fuck that girl up. That's all I'm saying. Elena want to fuck you up, girl.
I'm still healing.
Woo.
Anyway, moving
That means
on.
she ain't all the way healed.
Moving on.
She's in one of my stages.
Let's see. Is this what I think
Let me see
or
what I
thing?
Oh, what's one thing?
Oh, what's one
I
thing
was writing.
sexually you haven't done but want to try? Let me see.
That's hard. That's hard. I knew that was going to be a good one because, like I said, we had our faces.
Yes, I mean, okay. So, all right. Right now, I am in a great connection with someone. So exploring sexually and things for me, I have to be with a great partner. Okay, so I am right now. So right now, I think I'm about to try out that swing. That's
Like
what.
the one on the door.
Woo! Yes, the one on the door.
All that ass gonna fit in there.
Oh yes,
Oh
yes.
child.
the swing. Yes.
Mm.
I mean, you know, my name is Lioness. That's it. I'm all into the whip. I'm all into all that. I done did all of that. That's all good and fine. I know about the food. I'm fine. You know anything about grapefruit? Y'all know anything about the grapefruit?
A little bit.
Yeah.
You know, we try to.
Yeah.
I try to keep my life PG.
Okay, so fine. But yeah,
Woo-hoo.
right now what's at the forefront is the swing. I just
Okay.
give me some acrobatic stuff.
Oh shit! Now see,
Yeah.
yoga getting to her.
Yoga.
What I told you.
Yoga me.
Spicy.
Sorry, Ma. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, family.
A swing.
What famous person would you sleep with if had the choice?
Had the
Woo!
That's right.
Okay, I'm sorry,
Because
but
I don't think I don't think I know the answer, but what would it be?
oh no. For me, it's always been a Morris. It's always been Morris Chestnut. That's been one. I think I'm taller than him though, but that's okay. Cause
He
you
is
know,
fine, black brother.
yes. But that was always one that and Denzel.
You would do Denzel?
Man, Denzel in Training Day. How he was in Training Day.
If you was just on set that day, you just been like Denzel, me. I'm all you need, baby. I'm all you need.
You know, okay. I mean, it's just how he, that's the bad boy. The bad boy.
We got room for 2 more. Everybody already know my answer.
What could I say?
Chris Brown just called me, baby. I've been waiting all my life.
Did I have the right color? Let me get an orange.
You want to get an orange?
Or
I think it's 2 more oranges.
I didn't get an orange yet, did I?
Nope.
Okay.
You didn't get an orange.
Let's get an orange. If you could be any animal, what would it be and why? Well, like I already said it. So
I'm going to skip that. Yeah.
I'm lioness. I'm a lion all the way. I roar it. I'm a cougar, whatever you want to call that in the cat family.
Not a cougar.
And so, yeah. That's because, and for those of you who know, yes, I am a dom as well as a sub. So that's what that's all about. Put this back in here. There we go. I don't know. I didn't look at that.
Okay.
So, okay. Where we go? Do you have any regrets? Hell no.
That's right.
None.
That's right.
No. Everything has gotten me to where I am right now. I don't take it back. The good, the bad, the learning, the lessons. I love who I am right now, and I'm looking forward to my more. Yes.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, who I'm about to be.
Me more.
Yes.
Me more.
What is one thing you make sure you tell your kids? Oh, I always make sure to tell them I'm proud of them. I always make sure to tell them that it's okay to make mistakes because you learn from them.
Absolutely.
Let's see. I'm always making sure to tell them I love them so much. And that I just, that they're good. They're fine the way they are.
I like that. So. All right, two more, y'all. Before we head out.
Okay. Let's see. If you could go back, would you marry someone else? Go back? Well, I believe that my future says I'm going to get married again.
Oh, you want to get married again?
Of course. I love being married. I do. I love being married. So
that is so decent. Yeah.
I am definitely open to that and believing that's definitely going to be in my future.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes,
Okay,
he's out here. Yes.
See, y'all, I wasn't too spicy because I knew we was gonna be talking about. Okay, I couldn't be crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did good.
Let me see what I got, y'all. What's she about to have me saying? Have you ever tried? Okay, I knew it was coming. Have you ever tried role playing? If so, do you like it or did you like it?
Oh.
Yes.
What kind of role playing you was doing besides? Yeah. What kind of role playing was you doing, Lena?
Well, recently I was I was Miss Santa Claus. I don't know, had to deliver some gifts.
Oh shit! Now wait a minute,
Ho.
Did you have the whole outfit on and everything?
Oh, I had an outfit on, and yes, I did. I had a nice Santa hat too. Yeah, I did, right, baby? I had a Santa hat on, right? Yeah, I did.
So, like, what kind of gifts did you bring, Santa? What kind of gifts? What kind of gifts did you bring?
They were wrapped.
It was wrapped.
It was wrapped. It needed to be unwrapped. Yes. So.
And you unwrapped it.
Yes.
And it was like small gifts or big gifts.
Oh, it was big. It was big gifts. They were big, deep gifts. but nonetheless.
Oh, okay. Shit. Where was my Christmas? You fucking up. Okay? You fucking up. We ain't at that. We ain't at that. Whoever you are, wink, wink, you fucking up. Okay?
Oh, shoot.
Oh, it's always that last question.
Ooh.
I tell you.
Yes.
Look, she getting hot thinking about it. Listen,
Remembering.
breathe a little bit. Just breathe a little bit.
Okay.
My apologies.
Oh, thank you.
You all
Yes. Yeah.
But I just want to thank you again for coming on. I appreciate you. I love you. I'm not going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere.
No.
Please, please, please listen to what Sister Lena said. All right, y'all. Get the help that you need. Alcoholism is a thing. Stop enabling these people. You know what I'm saying? Family members, friends, loved ones, everybody. I love y'all. She loves y'all. Our pages and Instagrams will be at the bottom of the video so you guys can reach her. You already know where to find me. Please, please, please have a great rest of the new year. See y'all.
Good night, everybody. Thank you for having me. Mwah, mwah.
Sex through my mind. All I wanna do is